evening, everyone, and welcome in here live from Legacy Softball Field in Tyler, Texas. We have 6A District 10 matchup tonight between Royse City and Tyler Legacy. We are experiencing some technical difficulties every now and again here tonight at Tyler Legacy. So if we go down for a second or two, just stick with us. Hopefully it'll come back, no problem. But Royse City 18-8, Tyler Legacy 12-11. We get ready for first pitch in the starting lineups. After this, you're watching Tyler Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day.
I love you.
Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
We're back here from Tyler Legacy as the Lady Raiders taking the field. Royse City already on the field. And quickly, let's go through the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the visiting Royse City Bulldogs. Leading off, playing center field, number 4, Jade Bryant. Batting second, the second baseman, it is Lacey Hicks. Bree Duffy, the shortstop, bats third. Batting fourth is Haley Gardella, the catcher. Aubrey Watkins, the third baseman, bats fifth. We're going to take a short break and bring it back in just a moment. You're watching Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
we're back here live at Tyler Legacy High School in Tyler, Texas. 6A softball tonight between Royse City and Tyler Legacy. I'm Reese Lannon here with Tyler ISD Athletics. I mentioned a minute ago we are experiencing some technical difficulties tonight on the Wi-Fi end of things, so stick with us. Hopefully we can make it through no problem. And as we get closer to this one, let's go over the lineups. Once again, here is how Royse City will come to the plate here tonight. It'll be Jade Bryant, Lacey Hicks, Bree Duffy, Haley Gardella, Aubrey Watkins, Abby Mangrum, Aubrey Mitchell, Hannah Richmond, and Riley Hewlett. That is the Royse City starting lineup. On the other side of things, here is how Tyler Legacy will come to the plate. Just one moment here. Tyler Legacy coming to the plate. They're on defense right now, but it's Mallory Niffen, Renai Hicks, Kylie Tapia, Reese Neely, Sarah Eckert, Haley Halsey, Ruby Byers, Vivian Williams, and then Grace Albritton. So here we go tonight on a gorgeous night in East Texas. Royse City, Tyler Legacy, here we go. Leading things off, Jade Bryant, the center fielder, watches that one down and in for ball one. These two teams squaring off a couple of weeks back in Royse City, and the Bulldogs handled the Lady Raiders by a score of 16-2. That one misses, and now the count 2-0. Get our defensive alignment in just a moment. Kylie Tapia going back through the motions. And the right-hander twirls it in, and it misses inside. Quickly 3-0 is the count. So a deep hole, and Jade Bryant one ball away from reaching to start this game. As the 3-0, and that misses as well, ball four. So leadoff walk here for the Bulldogs. Jade Bryant aboard on the base on balls. So Bryant aboard, here comes Lacey Hicks now. Second baseman will stand in from the right side. First pitch. That misses for ball one, so 5 straight balls to start this one out. Here's the defensive alignment for Tyler Legacy. Outfield left to right, Williams, Hicks, Albritton. Infield left to right, Halsey, Neely, Albritton, and Eckert. Niffen catching as this ball is put in play right in front of the plate. Safe is Lacey Hicks at first base, and the first couple have reached now for the Bulldogs. So 2 on and none out. And here comes the shortstop, Bree Duffy. Another right-handed hitter here for Royse City as Duffy stands in. First pitch, that's in there for a called strike one. So 0-1 is the count. Tapia back through it. Here's a swing and a ground ball hit sharply but foul, third base side. Clouds have started to creep in a little bit more here tonight in Tyler. Overall, a really good night for a game. Tyler Legacy baseball also in action tonight. They are at Royse, or they are home against Royse City as well. That game just getting underway. So here's a swing and a high fly ball, straight away center, now drifting towards right center. Hicks gathers, throw on to third, close play, and just barely safe is the runner in Bryant. Moving up is the trail runner as well. Starting to second base goes Hicks. Runs, and an 18-15 win back on Tuesday against Mesquite Horn. So the count here, 1-1 as that one rides high and misses. The count now 2-1. Niffen, Hicks, and Tapia to start it here for Legacy in the bottom of the first inning. As this ball is shot high in the air on the infield. Calling for it, Duffy, the shortstop, as she'll put the squeeze on it for out number one. So Niffen with the pop out to short. Now it's Renai Hicks. Hicks coming to the plate, batting from the left side as the first pitch is chopped foul, third base side. So the count 0-1 here on Hicks. Just a freshman standing in there. This is a lighter roster for Tyler Legacy as they carry only 11 players on the varsity tonight. But plenty of freshman talent, including Hicks. As she thought about offering, held off. Count evens at 1-1. Lady Raiders overall, one game above 500. Back to it on the mound goes Mangrum. Abby Mangram's pinch. Hicks squares the bunt and gets it down first base side, rolling and beating it at first base is Renee Hicks. So the bunt single, and Tyler Legacy as their first runner of the contest. So that'll be Kylie Tapia to the plate. As Tapia gets ready to hit here, she had a home run, a solo home run against Mesquite Horn. 1-on-1 out here for Legacy. Tapia waits. Hicks runs. First pitch, throw down to second base. A close play, and Hicks dives in safely. Stolen base for Renee Hicks. She's a little bit gimpy, but looks to be okay at second base. And Tapia now with the runner in scoring position. Nothing here, bottom of the first inning. Legacy trying to get on the board first. Mangrum through the motions and deals. That one misses high. Count out 2-0. Once again, Niffen popped out to start this inning. Hicks with the bunt single, stole second. Tapia at the plate, on deck Neely, and the hole is Eckert. As Tapia watches that one, that just misses for ball 3. So now way ahead in the count is Kylie Tapia. Reese Neely waiting on deck. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch as Tapia swinging 3-0 and doesn't come up with anything. It's 3-1. Tyler Legacy Baseball, as I mentioned, in action right now at Mike Carter Field against Royse City. Tyler High Softball at Pine Tree. They fell earlier. Tyler High Baseball playing against Pine Tree as we speak. So that one misses high for ball 4. One out walk for Tapia. And Legacy now with a couple on, just one out for Reese Neely. And now taking off are both runners, and Legacy is going to move a couple into scoring position. So up to third base goes Hicks, into second base goes Tapia. And Legacy now with a really good opportunity for their cleanup hitter in Reese Neely. Neely will stand in here. We'll give you updates on the Tyler Legacy baseball game when we can get them. First pitch coming. That one misses. Rather is in there. The count 0-1. Neely back in, batting from the right side as she squares the bunt and gets it down right in front of the mound, and that ball's going to roll over towards second. One run scores, motoring around Tapia. It is 2-0 Lady Raiders. Perfectly executed bunt by Neely. She'll end up on first, and she'll get credit for a couple of RBIs. So Legacy capitalizes on a bunt hit, a walk, a stolen base, and now lead it 2-0 as Royse City has a conference at the mound. That's exactly how you got to work it. And Reese Neely, who had 4 hits, including 3 RBI on Tuesday, comes up big for the Lady Raiders. conference still ongoing, and now it's done. As getting ready to hit for Tyler Legacy is Sarah Eckert. So Eckert to swing it here for the Lady Raiders. Royse City needing an out. 3 straight have reached after the pop out to start the inning. Standing in Eckert. Neely keeping Pat over at first. Here's another bunt, but this one popped up. Charging is the first baseman, Richmond. She'll glove it. Back to the bag goes Neely, and now there's 2 away. So Legacy trying to bunt for the 3rd time in 4 batters. That one, though, does not work as well as the prior 2. So now here's Haley Holsey. Holsey bats here from the right side, the Legacy 3rd baseman and the 6-hole hitter. 2 away in the inning. Working on the mound, Mangrum. First pitch. And that's in there for a called strike 1. 2 more games next week for the Legacy girls as they will close out their season. As I mentioned, as of today, they are currently in the playoff picture. Big game against North Forney on Tuesday. Here's a pop-up, skied on the infield. The shortstop, Duffy, will glove it, and that'll do it in the bottom of inning number 1. But Legacy is on the board first as they are able to plate a couple here in the inning. We're off to now the 2nd inning here tonight in Tyler. Your score, it's 2-0 in favor of Tyler Legacy. Stick with us. You're watching Tyler Legacy baseball, or Tyler Legacy softball right here on YouTube. Back here from Tyler Legacy as we get ready to start the top of the 2nd inning. Kylie Tappy out to the mound for the Lady Raiders as she looks to keep Royse City off the board for the 2nd straight inning. First pitch, and that misses here. Ball 1 to the batter at the plate, and Abby Mangrum. Royse City was able to put a couple in scoring position in the first, but they were held off the board. That one misses way high. Count 2-0 here on the pitcher in Mangrum. 6, 7, 8 due up to the plate for Royse City. That one finds the zone right at the knees for a strike, and the count now 2-1. 6, 7, 8, Mangrum, Mitchell, and Richmond. That one drops low, now the count 3-1. This Royse City team, very, very young. They carry a big roster, but with that, not a ton of seniors, and sitting at 18-8 and 6-3 in the district, it's worked out for them. That one drops down low and in, ball 4. Leadoff walk here to start the 2nd for the Bulldogs. Mangrum aboard at first base. So it'll now be Aubrey Mitchell. The left fielder will swing the bat here, and we have a pinch runner. Off the bench to run, it is Jordan Peacock. So Peacock is going to run for the pitcher in Mangrum. Looks like we're ready to get back to it. As she pops up the bunt just out of the reach of the diving catcher, Mallory Niffen. Well, that's playing way up. other corner, and Eckert also playing up as this ball skied into shallow right. Coming on is Albrin, and she can't get it, and it gets by her. Rounding second and on her way to third is Peacock. She's getting the wave home, and she will score standing up. So Royse City on the board, pulling into second base. Richmond, the first baseman, as she swings and drives this one deep to left center field. That ball's down and all the way to the wall. This is going to score a run, and once again at second base, Hannah Richmond. It's back-to-back extra base hits, and Royse City is tied it at 2. So the RBI for Richmond ties it. Royse City now on the night with 3 hits, and here comes the 9-hitting Riley Hewlett as Jade Bryant will step in. Tyler Legacy needs an out. As squaring the bunt, tried to throw down to second. The throw slipped out of Niffin's hand. I don't know if she had intention to throw it down there. Moving up to second base goes Hewlett. Straight steal. So now second and third. And now we're going to get a meeting at the mound. So the meeting ongoing at the mound. Royse City, 4 batters, walk, double, double, single. Then a stolen base. They have second and third. So we're back to the top of the lineup once again with Bryant. Meeting over on the mound. We're about ready to get back to it. Once again, we are experiencing difficulty night, but hopefully you can watch from wherever you are now, as we are currently in the top of the 3rd inning here at Tyler Legacy. A runner on for Royse City, nobody out. As there's a ball that misses down. The batter at the plate is Aubrey Mitchell for Royse City. That score now is correct on your screen. It is 4-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. So we'll see if this Wi-Fi connection will hold up, but stick with us if you have been through all the game. We appreciate you working through the difficulties with us. It's now 3-1 on Mitchell. Rather, the batter at the plate. Mitchell on first base. Hannah Richmond is the batter at the plate. Mitchell on first base. Next is Riley Hewlett, the 3-1. And that finds the zone. We are now at a full count. Royse City, as our connection was going out, Royse City did score 4 runs in the top of the 2nd inning to take the lead. Legacy nothing in the bottom of the inning. So here's a ball driven on a line out to left field, but a nice catch by Williams. Hit hard, but right at the left fielder, so 1 away. So now here comes Riley Hewlett, the right fielder, to the plate. As Hewlett will bat here. She singled, stole a base, and scored her first time through. Check swing that time, and she committed for strike 1. Tyler Legacy just trying to find a quick inning to end that last inning for them offensively. They had a runner on, but a strikeout ended it. The 0-1. Swinging a foul. So the count now 0-2 on Hewlett. Top of the order next in Jade Bryant. Back to the plate goes the right-handed bat of Riley Hewlett. Tapia working through the motion. As we go back to the top of the order. And here comes the bat of Jade Bryant. Yeah, our stream, it appears we've figured something out on the stream end, so I guess alert anyone that our stream is back up and working. And hopefully we stay like this, knock on wood, the rest of the game. As that one misses high, the count 1-0 here on Bryant. Score update in Pine Tree. Tyler High in Pine Tree. That one is close right now. Bottom of the 4th inning, no score. Here's a grounder down to third. Nice stab. Halsey fires across the diamond. That's a really nice play by the Legacy senior third baseman. So Royse City held off the board here in the top of the 3rd. We're now off to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Your score, it is Royse City 4 and Tyler Legacy 2. You're watching Tyler Legacy softball right here on YouTube. We're back here as we get ready to start the bottom of the 3rd inning tonight here at Tyler Legacy. Royse City 4, Tyler Legacy 2 on this Friday night for baseball. It's really gotten into a good temperature here for game time. Sun has gone down, and we sit in the mid-70s. So here we go to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be 2-3-4 due up for the Lady Raiders, and we'll start it with the bat of Renee Hicks. Hicks bats here from the left side. One trip to the plate so far. She singled and came around to score on the bunt by Reese Neely. Score update over at Mike Carter Field. Tyler Legacy has taken a early lead over Royse City. That game 1-0 now in the 5th. So that first pitch misses away to Hicks for ball 1. Yeah, 1-0 in favor of the Legacy boys. They really need that one. They'd improve back up to 500 in the district against a team in the middle of the pack just like them in Royse City. As that one sliced foul, we go even 1-1. So the count, 1-1 here on the Legacy center fielder. She waits as she swings here and fouls that one back. Count now 1-2. Back in waiting Hicks. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a slicer down the left field line, and that'll land fair. Hicks with the big turnaround first. She's on her way to second, and now trouble in the corner on her way to third, and she's in there with a slide. Some trouble in the left field corner with it. And Mitchell, by the time she got it back in, Hicks was wheeling and dealing for third base. So Legacy with the leadoff man on third base, and now here comes Kylie Tapia. Second hit of the game for Hicks. As Tapia will come to the plate here. She walked her first time through. Standing and waiting. First pitch. Tapia takes a big hack and misses for strike 1. And once again, I think we're good to go on the broadcast side of things. So if you know anybody who's tuned out, you can tell them to tune back in. I think we're on a smooth sailing now. Runner on third, nobody away. Tapia waits. There's a called strike. So the count now 0-2. Tapia at the plate. On deck is Reese Neely, who's knocked in both runs for the Lady Raiders so far. Here's the 0-2. Way high. 1-2. Before we were cut off, I was trying to get to my point. This Royse City team, very young, despite the 18-8 record. On their roster this year, they only have 5 seniors, and it's a roster of nearly 20 players. The 1-2. Tapia is hit. Comes inside and gets her right up near the shoulder. So Tapia hit by a pitch, and Legacy with runners on the corners with nobody out. So Reese Neely, who came through earlier in a big spot, trying to come through in a big spot once more. So Neely to the plate. Extended pause here. Neely coming into tonight hitting .443 with a slugging of .843. So far this season, she's 31 for 70 at the plate with 5 doubles, 7 triples, 3 homers, and 27 knocked in. As taking off and into second base safely there is the runner in Tapia. So now Legacy with a couple in scoring positions. That ball missed. Tying run now in scoring position on second base with nobody out in the inning. 1-0 count from the wind as Neely swings and crushes this one, but way foul. Got around on it, but got around on it early. So we're even 1-1 in the count. Neely back to the plate, waiting. Swings and fouls this one off once more, so the pitcher in Mangrum has worked into a favorable count here at 1-2. Back in Neely. On deck is Sarah Eckert. One-two pitch. Here it is. Swinging a pop-up, foul ground, third base side, and that ball's going to sail back and out of play. Keep it right here at 1-2. Neely, third on the team in home runs. She's second on the team in runs batted in. Second in OPS as well. Waiting on the 1-2. And that one just misses high. Mangrum took something off it. Couldn't find it. We go even 2-2. Feels like a really big batter in this game, despite it only being the third inning. Mangrum taking her time, as is Neely. Ecker waits next, the 2-2. And that one bounces in there. A good stop by the catcher that time. And Gardella, we've gone full. Base open down at first. But obviously, you're looking for the out here if you're Mangrum. 3-2 on Neely. Here it is. Swinging a high pop-up, foul ground, right field line. Coming on, diving, and making the catch is the right fielder in Hewlett. Run will score, and Hicks, a really nice play by Riley Hewlett to hold on, but Legacy will get a run. Moving up to third base goes Tapia, and it is now 4-3. So a sac fly that time, although a bit unconventional for Neely, who now has 3 runs knocked in on the night. Now the tying run, 60 feet away. Here's Sarah Eckert. The junior will stand in. She's hitting .378 on the year. Got off to a late start due to injury, but she's caught fire in the middle of this Legacy lineup as she watches ball 1. Eckert popped out to first, back in the first inning. She looks to find it right here. Squared to bunt, pulled back. And a good eye that time as she watches it high. Count 2-0. Back to the plate, the right-handed bat of Sarah Eckert, hitting nearly 400. They need one from her right here. She swings and misses that time. 2-1. Corners playing tight for Royse City and Richmond and Watkins at first and third. Middle infield plays back, so it seems like they'll concede a run on a ball hit there. Squaring Eckert as she pulls back. That one down off the turf. Now 3-1. Legacy maybe trying to steal a run there with a bunt, but Royse City was ready for it. You see the corners that time crashing. Eckert, 1 homer on the year. That was her first at-bat of the season. 3-1. Swinging a ground ball left side, and that is going to be a base hit. Fielded cleanly by Duffy, but Legacy has tied it. So Eckert gets it done, and we're knotted at 4. So a big knock that time for the Legacy first baseman. They've tied it. They've now got the go-ahead run on, and here is Haley Holsey, who popped out to short her first time. Well, the first time these two teams played, Royse City, they pretty much dominated the game. They won 16-2, but the Legacy bats here tonight have really woken up. Holsey trying to keep it going as she takes a check swing and a foul ball right around the plate. Go to 0-1. Back to the plate as Holsey watches that one high. Senior third baseman. Mentioned this Legacy roster a bit thin, just 11 active players, but they're holding tight in district play. This roster includes 5 seniors, including Holsey. As she thought about it, held off, but it's in there for a called strike. Now it's 1-2. Eckert has not made a move to try to run to second yet today, but that could be a possibility. Legacy has ran a lot in this game. Eckert does not have a stolen base this year, though, as Holsey, a good take that time, watches it high. So we've now gone to a 2-2 count. On deck is Ruby Byers. Holsey back in as she swings and cracks this one down the left field line. A long run for the left fielder in Mitchell, and that ball is foul. Holsey hitting .231 on the year coming in. Has 8 hits, including a double this year. Doesn't look like Byers is going to hit on deck. I do not believe that is her standing in the on-deck circle. Holsey back in. 2-2 again. Misses high. We've gone full. So this is the spot you want to be. I mentioned Eckert hasn't tried to steal a base yet this year, but if you're ever going to put her in motion on a 3-2 pitch, that's not a bad idea. Middle infield is not at all playing for a double play. They are, in fact, playing way deeper, as there's a called strike 3. Down on strikes is Holsey, as she'll jog down and slap hands with Eckert. Now 2 away. So Holsey caught looking, and indeed it is Ruby Byers coming up to hit now for the Lady Raiders. Byers was out her first time up. That was to lead off the second, as first pitch takes a big swing but misses for strike 1. Byers, a junior. Back to it, Abby Mangrum deals as squaring the bunt, putting it down. It'll drop in. Picked up by the third baseman in Watkins as she throws on to first in time. And that'll do it in the inning. And it looks like we have an injury maybe to the first baseman in Richmond, who's limping a little bit, and hopefully she is okay. But that'll end the bottom of the third inning, and now we are off to the fourth here tonight at Tyler Legacy High School. Your score, it's Royse City 4 and Tyler Legacy 4. You're watching Tyler Legacy softball right here on YouTube.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Lacey Hicks coming to the plate here as we start the top of the fourth inning. Back to the mound, Kylie Tapias. There's ball one. 2-3-4 mean potatoes of the Royse City lineup coming to the plate, and Hicks has not been put away tonight. That one misses as well. It's 2-0. Hicks singled back in the first inning and walked and scored in the second. Taking her Hicks now in the fourth inning. That one misses down and in, and Tapia has now gone 3-0. Hicks, Duffy, Gardella, 3 hitters in the order this inning. As that one is in there, now it's 3-1. Fading sun has turned into night. We're nearing pitch black here in East Texas. 3-1. Swinging a ground ball just foul down the third base line. Halsey in pursuit. Counts now full. Like I said, I'll give you updates when we can of the other athletic events going on tonight. Tyler High softball already falling tonight. Tyler High baseball taking on Pine Tree. I mentioned they were tied in the fourth inning. They are still tied in inning number 6. How about that? Pine Tree does not have a hit at the moment as there's ball 4. And a walk here for Lacey Hicks. Pine Tree does not have a hit. Nico Viramontes Felipe Velasquez for Tyler High currently is throwing a no-hitter. He's allowed 2 walks but no hits. Tyler High has 4 hits, but they haven't capitalized on any runs. Squaring to bunt, pulls back. Runner goes down to second. A great throw on a hop and nailed is Lacey Hicks. A nice job by Niffen to get it down there, albeit it was a little bit short. But a good stoop out there. And Legacy gets the out. So just as soon as they got a runner on, the runner is erased. Hopefully Tyler High can pull that one out tonight. That would be their first district win of the year. There's a called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Tyler Legacy baseball still going on. It is 1-0, top of the 6th inning. Red Raiders over the Bulldogs. It might cut is Bree Duffy with the 1-out double. You knew it was trouble off the bat, and Duffy got a good swing on it. So capitalizing on a pitch left in the zone. Now here's Haley Gardella, the catcher, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. She smokes this one straight away center. Hicks going back. She will run out of room. It is a 2-run home run off the bat of Haley Gardella, and just like that, Royse City has taken a 6-4 lead. That ball was smoked out to center, and the Bulldogs take the lead right back after the game was tied up in the bottom of the third inning. And the 2-run home run by Gardella. That ball, much like the last one, you knew it was trouble off the bat. The difference between the last one and that one was much higher and had a lot more ride out to center. Hit it the long way. Deepest part of the park, as there's a called strike one here to Aubrey Watkins. So a back and forth game, a slow moving game here early. The 0-1. This is up and away for a ball. The count 1-1. Count even here. Back and waiting. That one bounces in there to Watkins, who's 0 for 2 so far with the fly out to center. A fielder's choice that resulted in an RBI. Two-one from the wide. This pitch should be playable on the infield. First baseman and Eckert coming on. She'll squeeze it for out number 2. So Watkins pops out, and now it's Abby Mangrum with 2 outs in the inning for Royse City. Haven't got the chance to tell you, but I'm Reese Landon here tonight with Tyler ISD Athletics. Hopefully you can watch clearly from wherever you're watching from. Hopefully you're enjoying the game a little bit. You can follow our social medias at Tyler ISD Athletics. Tweet us. Mention us on Instagram, mention us on Facebook. Any feedback is appreciated. I know that we had some difficulties earlier in the night, but seems to be running all right now. That one just misses, and the count even 1-1. Well, Royse City, they have scored in the even innings tonight. Didn't get on the board in the first, didn't get on the board in the third. But they scored 4 in the second and 2 in the fourth. Tyler Legacy has been the opposite. They've scored in both opposite innings. They got 2 in the first, 2 in the third, and Royse City currently ahead 6-4. 2-1, Tapia misses down and in. So a 3-1 count here on the batter at the plate, and Abby Mangrum. She's walked and also bounced out today. 3-1. Swing and a slow roller over towards second. Byers picks, fires, and that'll do it here in the top of the 4th inning. So down and out are the Bulldogs, but they are not out very long. A 2-run home run off the bat of Haley Gardella has made this a 6-4 game. We're off to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Tyler Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. Surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Bottom of the 4th inning here at Tyler Legacy Softball Field. Royse City 6, Tyler Legacy 4. 8 hits for the Bulldogs, 4 hits for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders have also made 1 error. So here we go to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Standing in for Tyler Legacy will be Vivian Williams. First pitch, check swing, and she went around actually trying to slap at in. The count 0-1. 8-9-1 due up for the Lady Raiders. Back out on the mound is Abby Mangrum. Trying to chop at it again. Williams can't get to it. And the junior is now down 0-2. On deck is Grace Albritton. It's now 4-0 Pine Tree over Tyler High. Pine Tree striking big time in the bottom of the 6th inning, so that one might be just about over. Oh, 0-2 again on Williams as she swings and gets a piece of it down to third. Tricky hot for Watkins, but makes a nice play and a nice throw onto first for out number 1. Had some backspin on it. That's a tricky play to make, but she made it look easy. So 1 out in the inning, and now to be the right fielder, Gracie Albritton. Albritton to the plate. On deck, Mallory Niffen. Tyler Legacy looks for an answer here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That first one misses for ball 1. Tyler Legacy looking for Albritton to come through here, with Niffen in the top of the order due up next. Squares the bunt, pulls back, it misses up and away. 2-0. Albritton was out her first time, so 0 for 1. Squares the bunt and pulls back once more. It's now 3-0. Any way you slice it, if Albritton can reach the tying run, would come to the plate next. 3-0 count. Niffen has 5 long balls on deck as that one misses low. 4-pitch walk to Albritton. And she's aboard here with 1 out, and we go to Mallory Niffen. So a big chance here for Niffen. She's got some girls who can really hit the ball behind her. So Niffen in as that first one misses for ball 1, and the control evaporating a little bit right now on the starter in Mangrum. Niffen hitting .364, 4 home runs, my apologies. She's knocked in 9 as she squares the bunt, pulls back, it's strike 1. Niffen with an OPS north of 1,200. If you're not familiar with that stat, the OPS, on base percentage plus slugging. Over 1,200, you're really hitting the ball well. The 1-1. Niffen swings and misses that time, and she's down now 1-2. 0 for 2 today for Mallory. A pop out and then a strikeout looking. On deck, Renaya Hicks, who singled and tripled already tonight. That one misses way high and wide. Count now 2-2. We'll have the broadcast tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have more luck with the signal, at least in the early innings. It'll be Tyler Legacy against White House, so 1 o'clock start time. In baseballs, there's a swing and a miss, and Niffen down on strikes.
Center fielder, Hicks.
So now Renaya Hicks will bat with 2 away in the inning. Hicks, as I mentioned, a single to run scored. Also stole a base in that trip around the bases. And then tripled and scored her last time. Showing an early sign of squaring to bunt here. We'll see if she sticks to it. Corner's in for the Bulldogs. As here's a swing and a 1-hopper down to third. Picked up cleanly, and another nice executed play by the third baseman in Aubrey Watkins. That'll do it here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're through 4 innings here tonight at Tyler Legacy High School. Your score, it's Royse City in front, 6-4 over the Lady Raiders. You're watching Tyler Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day.
I love you.
Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
We're back here as we get ready to start the top of the 5th inning, and we have a pitching change for Tyler Legacy. Looks like we have some defensive changes as well. More on that in a moment. But the new pitcher onto the mound for Tyler Legacy is Aubrey Kirk, junior right-hander, taking over. So Tapia's night is done. First pitch. Swinging a pop-up, foul ground, first base side, long run for Eckerd. She couldn't get over to it. The count 0-1. Kirk new into the game. That also closed the book on Tapia, as I mentioned. 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 walks, 1 strikeout. Kirk is in. We have some changes defensively. So here's a pop-up first base side and over into the Royse City dugout. Foul ball, it's 0-2. The changes, it looks like Kylie Tapia has moved from the mound and into center field. Moving to left field is Renaya Hicks. She moves over from center as that one just missed for a ball. So Hicks moves from center field to left field, and then over from left to right field goes Vivian Williams. Albritton is out of the game. That one misses. Count here, 2-2. Back and working, 2-2 pitch. Swing and a slow liner and a nice outstretching catch by the second baseman in Byers. So the line out puts one away. Abby Mangrum is retired, or rather, Aubrey Mitchell is retired. Now here comes Hannah Richmond. Richmond to the plate. Working on a 1-for-2 with a double and a run scored. She swings and grounds this one softly to the right side. Byers again and on to first. 2 outs. So 2 away now. And on comes the bat of Riley Hewlett. Hewlett today 1-for-2. Single and a run scored. Also stole a base. First pitch coming. So misses way high. So count 1-0 here on the batter in Hewlett. Top of the order next, Jade Bryant. Tyler Legacy trying to keep the score right where it is and get the offense moving. First 2 outs of the inning for Kirk. As she misses high, it's 2-0. I mentioned last inning, Legacy has scored in the odd-numbered innings. Royse City has scored in the even-numbered. So if we're going by what's happened so far, Legacy would find a way to score this inning and keep Royse City off the board, but it's not exactly played that way. There's a grounder down to third. Nice pick down at third by Halsey. Fires on to first, and a low throw and a good pick. Makes it a 1-2-3 inning. A good job by Aubrey Kirk to fly through the Royse City lineup. We're through 4.5 here tonight at Tyler Legacy High School. Royse City leading this one by a score of 6-4. You're watching Tyler Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Bottom of the fifth inning, we're ready to get back at it here at Tyler Legacy. It's 6-4 in favor of Royse City as Kylie Tapia, the three-hitter for Legacy, will come to the plate to start things here in the fifth. Tapia in and waiting. First pitch. Swing and a miss. She was looking for homer number 8 of the year, but couldn't get it. Count 0-1. That one misses high to Tapia. Count now 1-1. Tyler High baseball falls 5-0 to Pine Tree. Tyler Legacy baseball still 1-0. Bottom of the sixth inning. They have a couple on base trying to expand the lead. Here's the 1-1. There's a called strike. Count now 1-2. Tapia at the plate, on deck Reese Neely. 1-2. Swinging a foul back, just got a piece of it. Stays alive to see another. Tapia hitting .435 with a slugging over 1,000. 7 homers, 32 RBI, both lead the club. 6 triples as well. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs with it, another strikeout for Abby Mangrum. So she's now picked up 4 strikeouts on the night and 1 in each of the last 3 innings. 1 away for Reese Neely. First pitch coming. Neely weaves and misses, extended the zone that time with a swing and a miss, strike 1. It's a game that certainly had some length to it. We're over an hour and a half played now on the night, just in the bottom of the 5th inning. Oh, 0-1 is the count, and here it is. That one misses down, 1-1. On deck is Sarah Eckert. In the hole, Haley Hulsey. Sun has long gone down. One and one is the count. Here's the pitch. Watching it away is Neely. Two and one is the count. And the pitch. Swing and a liner, center field, moving over and making the catch is Bryant. Neely hit it hard, but right back up the chute to the center fielder in Jade Bryant for out number 2. So now 2 away, and here comes the bat of Sarah Eckert. Taking her time on the mound is Mangrum. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. couldn't get up high to it. It's 0-1. Remember the district standings coming in tonight. Rockwall Heath and Tyler Legacy tied for third. Royse City a game ahead of both as there's a swing and a miss. Game ahead of both with a 6-3 district record. So a win tonight by Royse City strengthens their grip on the 2 spot in the district. They're almost certainly not going to catch Rockwall. Actually, they can't, as that one just misses. Rockwall clinching the district, so they're not going to catch Rockwall, but they have a really good shot to finish second in the district. One-two. Swinging a liner, center field, sinking, and Bryant can't get it. It'll drop in front of her. So Eckert keeps the inning alive, and Tyler Legacy will now bring the tying run to the plate in Haley Holsey.
Playing third base, number 13, Haley Holsey.
So Holsey now into the box, trying to keep it alive for the Lady Raiders. Eckert's second hit of the day. She had an RBI single earlier. Holsey 0 for 2. First pitch. Rides high, ball 1. Count 1-0. Here's the pitch. And it fits in right over the outside corner for a strike. So 1-1. On deck, Ruby Byers, who's also 0 for 2. The 6 through 9 spots in the Legacy order haven't produced a hit yet today, as that one hit hard but just foul. So they're going to need them to find a way to scratch and claw here. Holsey behind 1-2. That was a good swing, just pulled it a bit. As there's a called strike 3, down on strikes looking Haley Holsey. That'll do it in the top of the 5th inning. We're through 5 here tonight at Tyler Legacy High School. Your score, it is Royse City ahead 6-4 over Tyler Legacy. You're watching Tyler Legacy softball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Top of the 6th inning, as you can see the Royse City starting lineup. Top of the order, due up Bryant, Hicks, and Duffy here. Back out on the mound, Aubrey Kirk for 2nd inning of work as there's ball 1. Bryant 0 for 2 today. She did walk in the first. Kirk trying to throw up another 0 on the scoreboard. Keep the game right where it is. It's the 1-0, and there's a called strike. Count here 1-1. Bryant at the plate, Hicks on deck, and then Duffy. Hicks and Duffy, as well as Gardella, 2, 3, 4 in the order, have been the kryptonite tonight for those in the white pinstripes. As there's one high, 2-1. Those spots 2 through 4 in the lineup tonight combined have 2 singles, a double, a homer, 3 walks. 2-1. There's a called strike. 2-2 is the count, and the reason I talk about 2 through 4 with the leadoff batter and Bryant at the plate is you really got to find a way to get Bryant here if you're Kirk. And there's a called strike 3. That she does. Caught looking, Jade Bryant. First strikeout for Kirk. One away, here comes Lacey Hicks. Hicks to the plate, single, walk, walk. He's also scored a run here tonight as there's a called strike. Hicks has done a good job. Kirk has also done a good job out of the Legacy bullpen. Come in and gotten 4 straight outs. So here's a swing and a foul back, and it's quickly 0-2. Bree Duffy waiting patiently on deck. And then Gardella, who had the 2-run home run last time she was at the plate. And if you're Tyler Legacy, you would much rather face her in the top of the 7th with nobody on base, as opposed to here in the 6th with somebody on base. There's a ball, it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow right. Coming on is the right fielder in Williams, and she'll make the catch. So now 2 away in the inning, as Williams, who moved from left field to right field, makes it pretty seamlessly. Trying to get her 6th straight out is Kirk, and she will face Bree Duffy. Legacy, a right-hander, comes home with it as there's a foul ball slicing back to the screen. Good crowd on hand tonight with good weather. Should have good weather tomorrow as well for Tyler Legacy baseball against White House. You can catch that right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. Game time, 1 p.m. As it comes inside, and that pitch hits Bree Duffy. So Duffy aboard for the 3rd time tonight. And now here comes the dangerous bat of Haley Gardella. Gardella, a 2-run home run to dead center field her last time up, and the center fielder right now in Tapia is playing way back on her. It is now 2-0 in favor of Tyler Legacy baseball against Royse City. That first one misses, ball 1. 2-0 Red Raiders over Royse City. That game in the top of the 7th, so Legacy trying to shut out the Bulldogs and split the series, improving back to 4-4 in the district. That one just missing away. The count now 1-1, and that would also retie Legacy once again with Royse City in the district. They really had it moving well on Wednesday after the rain out on Tuesday. They took a 3-1 lead in the top of the 7th inning, but Royse City rallied for 3 in the bottom of the 7th to win. It's now gone 3-0 on Gardella, and you really got to be careful here if you're Kirk. On deck, Aubrey Watkins, who's 0 for 3. 3-0. Right down the chute. No intention to swing by Gardella. 3-1. Back to it as she winds and deals. Swinging a ground ball down to 3rd and underneath the glove of Hulsey down the left field line, motoring around 2nd, and stopping at 3rd base is the runner in Duffy. The trail runner in Gardella moves up to 2nd, and Royse City has it cooking here in the top of the 6th inning. It'll go down as a double. Hulsey got over to it, but couldn't get her glove down in time. So what seemed to be another quick 1-2-3 inning has quickly changed. It's 2nd and 3rd here, and Royse City trying to pad the lead as Aubrey Watkins 0 for 3 popped out to 1st her last time. Will come to the plate. Ball 1. Watkins flew out to center. Bounced into a fielder's choice, which brought in a run. Picked up an RBI and then popped out, as I mentioned, her last time. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Kirk looking for the big out. Stranding a couple of runners. Counts now move to 2-1. Back into the plate, Aubrey Watkins. As there's a swing and a miss. Count has now moved to 2-2. This is a good spot for Kirk. The base open down at first. 2-2. Bounces in there. It's now full. I mentioned that open base. So walk here, although not the most ideal, does not bring a run in. On deck is the pitcher and Abby Mangrum. 3-2. Swing and a foul on a play. Three and two once more. Here on the 5-hole hitter for the Royse City Bulldogs. Full count, payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive center field. Tapia coming on, it'll drop. 1 run scores. Tapia couldn't come up with it cleanly. 2-run score, throw to second. Nabbed at second is Watkins. And Royse City extends the lead, albeit with the runner out at second base to end the inning. So a big couple of runs for the Bulldogs as we're now through 5.5. Royse City doubles the lead off to the bottom of the 6th inning. Legacy looking to rally 8-4. You're watching Tyler Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
We're back here as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. It looks like we have a pinch hitter. So Addison Maxey is going to hit here for Ruby Byers. Bottom of the order due up for the Lady Raiders. And we're ready to get to it. 7-8-9 due up for Legacy, with Maxey pinch hitting for Byers. Remains to be seen if Maxey will stay in the game. Perhaps play defense in the 7th inning. But the task at hand right now for Tyler Legacy is just put runners on base. Get a bunch on. One big hit can flip this game, as that one misses high for ball 1. Royse City over at Mike Carter has loaded the bases with 1 out, trying to come back from down 2-0 as there's a swing and a miss. So dangerous territory for the Red Raider baseball team. It was 3 walks in a row to load the bases. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Went up to get it and couldn't get it. It's now 1-2. Freshman Maxey at the plate. Mangrum brings it in. Swing and a miss. Kept going upstairs. That's been the formula, and she gets the strikeout. She's been really piling them up lately. Only had 2 strikeouts through 3 innings, but has now picked up 4 in the last 2 1/3. 6 total on the night. Here's Vivian Williams. Williams, the left fielder. 0 for 2, did reach on an error. She swings and taps this one right back to the mound. Mangrum on to first, and quickly 2 away. One to 3 on the bounce out there. Two away. And Aubrey Kirk to bat here, taking the place of Grace Albritton, who was hitting earlier in this game. First pitch, Kirk swings and misses, strike 1. Well, the silver lining, if Legacy indeed does go down 1-2-3, they will have the top of the order due up next inning, but that'll be down 4 runs. There's a called strike, and now it's 0-2. Kirk way behind. Albritton. Rather, Kirk swinging and missing. Strike 3, a couple more punch outs here in the 6th inning for Mangrum. Through 6 here tonight at Tyler Legacy High School. We go to the 7th now. It is Royse City 8 and Tyler Legacy 4. You're watching Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. Surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Top 7, Royse City on top of Tyler Legacy, 8-4. As we get ready to go in the 7th inning, Reese Lane in here with Tyler ISD Athletics. So we start the 7th inning. And to lead things off for the Bulldogs will be the pitcher, and Abby Mangrum. She'll hit here against Aubrey Kirk. A 2-run single in the bottom of the 6th by Aubrey Watkins. Doubled the lead and has made it a 4-run lead, which feels a lot better if you're a Royse City fan than the 2-run lead, especially given the late stages of this game. Legacy will have one more shot with the bats. Mangrum 0 for 2 with a walk today, also scored a run. She watches that one down. It's 2-0. 4 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. For Royse City here tonight, and for Legacy, it was 2 in the 1st and the 3rd. Ground ball over to 2nd. Ruby Byers is back out there to play defense, despite Maxie pinch hitting for her, makes the play for the 1st out. So Mangrum retired for the 1st time tonight. Now to be Aubrey Mitchell. Mitchell 1 for 3, or rather 1 for 2. A double, an RBI, also a walk. That first one in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Once again, we'll have Tyler Legacy Baseball tomorrow at White House. It has gotten really sticky over at Mike Carter Field. Royse City has now tied the game in the top of the 7th. Legacy has just been walking batters, and now Royse City has taken the lead 3-2. They were up the whole game, and no longer. 4 straight walks brought in a run, and then a 2-run double. That one misses high. It's 1-2. That double just happened with 2 outs, too. So a tough one for the Red Raiders. They're going to have to come back in the bottom of the 7th to win that one. It's now 2-2 here on the batter at the plate in Mitchell. Royse City has hit the ball well here tonight, and they've hit it for extra bases. 5 extra base hits of their 10 total hits. There's a called strike 3. Second strikeout for Kirk as Mitchell set aside. That'll be Hannah Richmond, the first baseman.
Number 45, Hannah Richmond.
Richmond swings, pops this one up on the infield, gloved by Byers. Out number 3 here in the top 4. You're watching Tyler Legacy Softball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. I love you. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Top of the order, due up for Tyler Legacy here as we get ready to start the bottom of the 7th inning. As you can see on your screen, the top of the order, Niffin, Hicks, and Tapia. Lady Raiders have some work to do, only 3 outs to play with and down 4 runs. So Mallory Niffin to start it as she watches strike 1. 0 for 3 tonight for the senior, looks to reach for the first time. Oh, 1 and the pitch. High. We go even at 1-1. Checking in again on that score over on Mike Carter. 3-2 still in the top of the 7th. High pop up first base side. On to get it is Richmond, and she'll make the catch for the first out. So Niffin retired. Now here comes Renaya Hicks. Hicks is going to step out and reset. Well, the Lady Raiders really just need base runners. Any way you can get on, walk, error, hit, anything works. Here's a swing and a slap foul. With a win, Royse City would improve to 19-8. Tyler Legacy would drop back to 500. The Bulldogs would go to 7-3 in district play with 2 games to play. Legacy also with 2 games to play would go to 5-5. 0-1. Squaring, pulling back, it misses away. We go even, 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Squaring, slapping, and it goes foul. Once again tomorrow, we'll have Tyler Legacy baseball against White House. That game will be in White House, a 1 o'clock start time. next week we'll have Legacy Baseball first on Tuesday against North Forney. The Friday games still to be determined what we'll be covering, but we'll let you know. Check us out on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tyler ISD Athletics. Hicks down swinging. And the Lady Raiders now down to their final out. So Kylie Tapia working on an 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. A run scored will stand in and try to keep this one alive. Tapia waits. First one misses high, ball 1. On deck is Reese Neely, but Tapia would have to reach for it to get to her. One and 0 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ingram looking for the complete game. Royse City right-handers dominated throughout the later innings. Gave up a couple in the first and third innings, but the last 3 have been perfect. As she misses just high there, 2 and 1. Time called for the moment. Two one. That misses high again. It's 3 and 1. Well, Tapia doesn't have a hit, but she has reached twice. A chance here to reach for a third time. Three 1 count. Here it is. And that one is in there for a called strike 2, and the Lady Raiders are down to their final strike. 3 and 2 count. And the pitch. Swinging a foul. Just got a piece of it. Stays alive to see another. Royse City looking for the final out. Kylie Tapia trying to keep it alive. 3-2 again. And that's in there for a called strike 3, and that'll do it here tonight from Legacy Softball Field. Your final, it is 8-4 in the hands of Royse City. They hold on, they score early and often, and a big 4-run second inning puts them over the top. 8-4 was your final. I'm Reese Landon with Tyler ISD Athletics signing off. Have a great night, everyone.